Well, hello, everybody. It is a brand new episode of the Double Edge Cinema Podcast. I can't remember what episode this is, but I think we're going on a year pretty much in the next couple of months, I think.
I think we're like 19 or 20, somewhere in that
Look
area.
at that. Look at that. I love it.
I can tell us by going to our podcast.
Woo-woo. By the way, everybody, links are down below. Everything you need to know. We're on Spotify. Follow us on Spotify. Listen to us wherever
number
you
20.
can. Episode 20.
Episode 20.
We are on Spotify, so you can listen to all our latest episodes and the past ones. We are on Facebook. Make sure to follow us on Facebook. We're at 95 followers. Once we get to 100, tell them, TJ, what will happen once we get to 100?
So we have to have 2 months of having our account there, which I believe we're around 3 weeks to a month. I can't remember exactly what day I started it. And then, actually, hold on. So it says we made the Facebook page January 13th.
Okay.
So we're actually at about 6 weeks. So we need 5 more followers, 5 more followers, and then 2 more weeks. So hopefully, I'll double check the dates. By the next podcast episode, we should be able to go live on Facebook. Assuming we get those 5 followers. 5 followers is an easy goal. Let's crush that.
5 followers, people. Please crush it. Go follow. We're also on YouTube, so you might be watching us on our Double Edge Cinema podcast channel. But if you're not, if you're watching me on my channel, please go subscribe to our Double Edge Cinema podcast YouTube channel. And also go follow me if you're not following me already, subscribe. And go subscribe to TJ's channel because it's down below as well. Yo. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, TJ, before we get into our movie. Oh, and by the way, everybody, please like, subscribe, comment, do all that. Please hit the bell notification so you know when we go live. We'd really appreciate that. But TJ, before we get started, how are you, sir?
We are doing good, Justin. How are you?
I am doing great. Thank you. Doing great. Been kind of a up and down last couple weeks, but today's been a good day. Today has been a good day. So, let's see. We watched movies together, which we'll talk about. The 3 movies we did watch together.
We had an fun weekend.
We really did. It was great, though. It was fun. It was a fun weekend. Not only movie shopping, but we went to a good chicken place, which was good on Saturday. And cool record store.
The fat guy introducing Justin to new foods.
I love it. It's a whole new world, like Jasmine says in Aladdin. By the way, you are not fat, TJ. Don't say that.
I'm not, but I like my food.
I like my food too.
I definitely ain't skinny though.
Well, I like my food too. So food is good. Anyway, but you're doing well. Everything had a good day, and
not too bad. Work was relatively steady most of the day, a little bit on the busier side, and came home just relaxed, trying to binge that Jessica Jones, get caught up before Daredevil season 3.
Oh my gosh, when does that premiere?
The 20-something of March, 23rd, I think, maybe.
Cool. Well, nice. And by the way, we got some comments in here. Lily says, hi, what's up, Lily? How's it going? And then AJ Rob, what's up, buddy? How's it going, bud?
What up?
He said, at work as always. Yes.
Gross.
Well, you know what? You're listening to us, so that's a plus there. So I don't like to brag about us, but I think we're pretty awesome. So especially TJ. He's pretty righteous dude.
Also, for those of you that listen on the podcast platform, not the podcast platform, Spotify platform, I know I said I would try to get it done within 24 hours last week. It took me almost a week to get it out. I will do better. I will do better.
And we are also very interactive on our Facebook page. So if you are not following the Facebook page, please go follow that, because not only do we post, when we're doing these, but we'll post like when we're going to the movies, sitting down at the movies, where we're going to eat. We like your
fun foods.
Yeah. So I mean, please join that as well. We'd really appreciate it. Again, 95 followers. 5 more away for 100 from 100.
We've got 4 followers on Spotify.
Please go follow that too.
Yeah.
And then Lily says, "Can't wait to see Scream 7 Friday. Looking forward to it."
Spoilers, we're gonna go see Scream 7 on Friday.
We are. So anyway, so speaking of which, I'll show you this. I got this cool little Scream cup that
that is pretty cool actually.
That talks. So press the button and it talks. Maybe it'll say something. It says, "What's your favorite scary movie?"
The Human Centipede.
Jeez, dark. I know. Oh,
I don't know why that's what popped into my head, but we rolled.
Now I'm dead. Pop in your head. No, I'm just kidding. AJ Rob says, "Be careful. I heard Scream spoilers are all over the place." We are. I've talked. Who did I talk to? I talked to somebody about this. I'm like, this is going to be like Infinity War and Endgame for me. Until I see the movie, I'm steering clear away from a lot of Scream 7 stuff. Like, I don't want this movie spoiled. So if you are watching this and if you've seen it, please do not spoil the movie. Please do not.
For sure. I don't have TikTok installed. And I've not really seen very many spoilers for anything on Facebook. I did see one spoiler for Stranger Things final season on Facebook, but that was it. It really wasn't that bad. I mean, it was a big spoiler, but there was no context, so I didn't really understand what I was seeing.
Yeah. Which the only like minor spoilers I've had are things that they kind of hint in the trailer, which they don't really see too much anyway. So, but I have watched a couple of movies without you. So how dare I? I watched Silent Night, Deadly Night, the brand new Christmas slasher movie, which was fun. Really enjoyed it. And you know what? I bought the Blu-ray and then I was like, I'm going to spoil myself. And I got the 4K Steelbook.
Oh, nice. That's actually a cool Steelbook. I like it.
Yeah, Walmart. Went last night with my buddy Lewis, and I was like, I missed out on the Steelbook. And he's like, what? He's like, I got it. I said, where'd you find it at? And he was like, it has the slipcover on it. I said, great. Now I got to rebuy this thing because I love the movie.
Cool.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, so our big movie, first off, is Send Help. We have been waiting for this movie.
We did. It took longer for us to watch it than I anticipated, but we finally got there.
I'm glad we saw it in theaters. The reaction was great.
Yes. This movie was fun, man. That's the only way I can describe it. It was all over the place.
Yes. That's how I would describe it.
Mysterious, suspenseful, thrilling, horrifying, adventurous at times, creative. Like there was a lot we could say about this one.
And I feel like for most part we can talk about spoilers because it's been out a month. If you haven't seen it yet, we won't go into like heavy spoilers, but it would be nice. We do have to talk about moments in this movie because, like you, I was highly entertained with this movie.
For sure.
It had suspense. It had a lot of humor that actually worked. It wasn't the, kind of humor that they just throw into a movie. Like, it really worked. It was entertaining. I think I said that. Camp, which in a good way, it was good camp, good campiness. Suspenseful, so shocking, surprising. And without a doubt, because Sam Raimi directed this is very much a Sam Raimi movie. Like if
Yeah,
you've
there
seen,
was definitely one scene about towards the later half of the movie that definitely had a big splash of Raimi in it.
oh my gosh, and we said I think the whole theater. It's been a long time since I've been in a theater where the whole theater just reacted the whole time. Like
Yeah.
everybody was reacting. I think at one point I heard somebody say, "What am I watching?" Oh, it's because it surprises you. It's just
Yeah.
this movie surprises you throughout the whole thing. There was never a time, and in my opinion, there was never a time where I was like, okay, the movie's gonna go there. Like, especially when you got to the end of the movie, it was like it just kind of threw you out
Yeah.
there.
Or if you thought it was gonna go this way, it went the opposite direction.
100%. And then like it's one of those films where the characters, it kind of flips a little bit, and you kind of see it on the poster. It does flip a little bit.
Yeah.
The movie is about Rachel McAdams. She works at this business. I think like she works in marketing, and she isn't very well liked in this company. A lot of people don't give her a chance. She's like really kind and sweet, but no one wants to give her a chance.
And she's
And
a workhorse, and she
yes,
does the majority of their job, but then
yeah,
the rich, like, asshole guys take the credit for it.
exactly. And Dylan O'Brien from like Teen Wolf and Maze Runner and all that, he plays. I've not seen him in a role like this before, where he is pretty much an asshole, like in this part of my language, but he is. He's an asshole.
So,
Um,
there's one season in Teen Wolf where he becomes the villain,
oh really?
and it is some of the best acting I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It's so good. And this is
Yeah.
like one of his earlier roles, like if not his breakout role. So
I've never seen Teen Wolf. That is one that I need to watch. I know you've recommended it. But no, he plays her boss. He's the new boss. He takes over his father's position. The father had promised Rachel McAdams, by the way, Mean Girls, The Notebook, and Red Eye, which is a great movie, by the way, promises her this position. Well, he passes away or retires, and Dylan O'Brien takes over. And like I said, Dylan's not a nice guy in the beginning of this movie and treats her horribly, and everybody treats her horribly. So he gives her this opportunity to say, hey, if you want this position, come with me on this trip. And I don't think they think she actually is like would do it, but she goes on this trip. They fly over, there's a plane crash, and basically a good portion of this movie is Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien stuck on this island trying to survive. She has all the techniques to survive. He's pretty much helpless. And as the movie progresses, a lot of crazy things start happening, and shocks and surprises and twists throughout happen. Like there's story arcs between both these characters. So what's one of the first things that you really loved about this or really enjoyed about this movie, TJ?
but first, AJ Robb says he's really
Yeah.
good in a movie called Love and Monsters.
I'll
Love and
check this
Monsters
out.
is a solid movie. It's a little underrated. It's not a movie that a lot of people talk about, but it was fun. Basically, it's like a post-apocalyptic world where there's like kaiju monsters, like giant animals that have kind of like taken over the world. And he meets this girl over like a walkie-talkie, if I remember right. It's been a while since I watched it.
Yeah.
And he has to like trek across this land with all these monsters to like get to her.
Oh wow. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Okay.
It's
I'll
got a little
check it
twist
out.
and stuff in it too. But yeah, that's a good one.
I liked Assassin.
American Assassin.
American Assassin. He was great in that, and that was a
Yep, it
great
was fun.
movie. That
It was a
good.
fun one. Oh,
You've
sorry,
seen
buddy.
some recent movies with him though.
Yes.
Dylan O'Brien.
Oh, yes. There's a movie. I can't remember where I watched it at. I think it maybe was on Prime, but I can't remember. It's called Caddo Lake. It is I can't really like go too much into detail about it without spoiling the big twist that happens in it.
Yeah.
Um, but it's about basically a little girl that goes missing in a swamp, and her family's like trying to find her. But it's solid. Um,
Nice.
trying to think. Oh, and then obviously Twinless, which we've talked about on the podcast.
We did. Yeah. And he's in another like a LGBTQ plus film, another one that I want to see where he's like a mob, like works for the mob or something. I'll have to
Huh,
find that trailer again.
haven't seen that.
Um, but Lily says I meant to say I'm jealous of the cup. Well, thank you, Lily.
Oh,
Thank you. So, what's your favorite scary movie?
mhm.
Um, but anyway, well, let's go with this. So, what did you think of the performances in this, TJ?
Honestly, both of them were great. I love that this is a movie too where they didn't have to spend a ton of money on casting.
Mm-hmm.
They could just focus on the 2 main leads,
Yep.
outside of the beginning and, like, the end or whatever. Um, but they were great. I mean, both of them. Well, Rachel McAdams obviously has been doing this since she was a kid.
Mm,
Dylan O'Brien is definitely a little bit newer to the scene, especially to blockbuster movies, I would
yeah.
say. But he's great in everything I've ever seen him in. I've never been disappointed by it. Well, no, I don't wanna say never. There was one movie he did with I think it was Zoe Dutch, where
Mm-hmm.
she, like, pretends to be, like, a internet celebrity or something like that,
Okay.
and I that movie was awful, I couldn't even finish it.
Mm,
Um, and I did not care for his character in that. But other
yeah.
than that, I've never seen anything that I've been disappointed in. Um There was some great scenes though. My Without spoiling too much, my favorite scene, was the one that involved the rat.
Oh my gosh, that was
That's
like
my favorite scene
crazy.
because it had me guessing the whole time, like, "Oh, is she really doing that? No, she's
No.
not doing that. Oh, she's doing that." Like, it was, like, back and forth.
Oh, dude.
It was a
Yeah,
very,
that
like,
thing got me.
intense, drawn out scene.
Oh. Oh, AJ Rob real quick
Lizzie?
says, little known fact, he's the voice of Bumblebee in Bumblebee. I did not know that.
I
Wow.
didn't know that either.
Cool. That's nice little I like that. And I love Bumblebee. So great movie. Yeah, the rat scene. Holy, we were on the edge of our seat. I think the whole theater that time, we were just
Yeah.
like wondering where that was going. It was intense. It reminded me, not completely, but it reminded me of a movie called Hard Candy with Elliot Page and Patrick Wilson from '08, '07. There's a very similar scene like that. That scene was so unnerving to watch. Um, and it just messed with your mind. It was
Mhm.
such a crazy scene. Um, but yeah, I mean that was a great scene in this. I really loved the chemistry between these two. It wasn't
Yes.
like a love chemistry. It was just like their chemistry worked really well,
They were
you
just you
know.
could tell they were just really vibing with each other, and it was really good
Yeah.
friendship. I really like, I watched a lot of interviews between them before,
Hmm.
we watched the movie, and it like, even then, like, they were joking with each other, they were complimenting each other, they knew so much of each other's work, like, it
Yeah.
was awesome.
It was awesome. And you gotta have great chemistry, especially in movies like this is a 2 hour movie and you're basically with just these characters. They have to work together. Actors have to mesh together very well. And they did. And like you said, off screen, like watching these interviews and then watching Rachel McAdams Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony. Dylan O'Brien was there and like,
Mhm.
you know, gave a speech, and so it was just really nice, and you could just tell that they have a great friendship off screen. um but I love the dynamic shifts in this movie. It turns pretty much, and
Mhm. Multiple
you think,
times.
yeah, you multiple times, exactly. You think it's
Mhm.
going to do something like you said, and then it takes a total different turn. um Yeah, really love both performances. Uh, Going on to Sam Raimi, he's another highlight of this. I know we talked about him briefly, but like you mentioned, there's one scene in this movie that we'll just say, Sam Raimi is very well known for using a lot of bodily fluids and just
Mhm.
things coming out of people's mouths. And, if you've seen Evil Dead, Drag Me to Hell, any of his movies, he's very well known for that. Except for the Spider-Man movies. I don't think that
Yeah.
was, but like his horror movies, yeah, like he is very known for his bodily fluids and like practical effects. And I really loved his direction in this movie, and I love the nice touches throughout the film where you're like, this is a Sam Raimi movie for sure. Um, my first introduction to Sam Raimi was Spider-Man, but my second introduction was the original Evil Dead, and I watched it on VHS for the first time, and I thought the movie was insane, but I absolutely loved it.
Mhm.
Practical effects, very, very low budget. If it's a film you've never seen before, you're going to watch this movie and think, well, this is cheesy, but you got to think like the hard work that went into that movie with barely any money, the fact that, it took I think a year to shoot.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, it's a great one. And again, like he's been using all his trademarks since Evil Dead all the way through his career with his latest movie, Send Help. And I really love it. So do you talk about Sam Raimi? Are you obviously you're a fan of his?
Yeah, I for sure seen I think I'm pretty positive I've watched Evil Dead before I watched Spider-Man. I'm
Mhm.
pretty positive. Um, I don't remember where I watched it at, though. I think I watched all 3 of them, like, back to back too,
Yeah.
which the
Really
3rd one went in a bit of a different direction, but they're still solid movies.
they
Um,
are.
yeah, obviously, I've watched all the Spider-Man movies, um, even though I personally don't think Tobey's the best. I know, I know.
That's okay. That's all right.
Um, in fact, I think he's the worst. Um,
How dare you, sir?
yeah, I mean, like you said, all of his like, he always touches base with the Evil Dead-esque, like,
Mhm.
horror vibes, and he brings it into everything he does, and I think that's great.
Yeah, like Doctor Strange,
Mhm,
too. I mean, he brought that. I mean, I
mhm,
think it was like one of the first Marvel movies where it felt like there was like horror movie elements throughout it,
yep,
like the zombies. I love that.
yep,
Drag Me to Hell, like is like this is like pretty much his comeback horror movie. Since Drag Me to Hell, and Drag Me to Hell I saw in theaters, and I love that movie. Um, like with this movie, that has a crazy twist that you will not see coming because you're rooting for a character and then a demise just happens and you're just like your mouth drops how he ends that movie. Have you seen Drag Me to Hell?
I feel like I, like, started watching it one time, but I never finished it.
I want to tell we got to watch it.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
okay.
that's good. That is a great, great Sam Raimi movie.
I'll have to add
Um,
it to the list. AJ says, "Hard Candy is definitely a hard watch. It's good, but
mhm,
really intense." I've
it
never heard
is.
of that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's about um it's a very sensitive topic, but it is about uh, Patrick Wilson, grown man, chatting with underage girls online. Uh, Meets up with Elliot Page at a coffee shop, and he thinks that he's going to be able to get away with this stuff. Come to find out that Elliot Page is a friend of somebody that Patrick Wilson took advantage of, and it's pretty much a revenge flick.
Mm.
Um, it
And
is
I'm assuming this is
really good.
pre-transition.
Yes,
Pre
yeah.
Okay,
So
okay,
oh 07, oh
okay.
07.
So, like,
Oh, it was no,
Juno-esque area.
yeah, it was before. Okay, so it was shot right after X-Men: The Last Stand.
Okay.
Yeah, so early on, but even before Juno. Um, it's a great movie. It's intense, like AJ said, but it is a great movie. Um, and then AJ says, "I'm happy Sam Raimi went back to his roots with this one." Me too.
Yep.
Me too. I was clapping and cheering and laughing and grossed out and all of that. What I love about the story, and we kind of touched on a little bit, is like this movie really doesn't have a lot of characters in it. You have characters in the beginning,
basically the other people in the office are there at the beginning.
Yeah, and then some characters sprinkled throughout.
Yeah,
very minor. But I love the atmosphere. I love the desert island. I think they did a great job with that. And the fact that like these two actors can hold their own in a 2-hour movie and keep us entertained and invested is great. It's hard to do that. It's hard to do that sometimes when you don't have a lot of actors in a movie and you're really just relying on
talent and story.
That's exactly right. Talent and story and directing. Good jump scares. It had it had a couple jump scares.
Just one or two.
Slightly, but I jumped for sure. I was on the edge of my seat.
I think without spoiling too much, I think in that dream sequence, I think a lot of people jumped. There was some creepy shit going on in that sequence.
I know. I was like, I did not see that coming. I thought it was going to go a different direction. I was like, what are we going to see here? What are we going to see here? And then it went different one, and I cringed in my seat. That was the very cringy, jumpy scene for me. There was actually a couple scenes where you hear me like talk to the screen. Thankfully, everybody was, because I was like, my just reaction was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Lots of oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I definitely was talking during the very final revelation.
That was good.
I was like, no way.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Megan, what's up, Megan? Hey, bestie. Megan says Drag Me in Hell is so good. Awesome. We'll have to watch it. And then AJ says Drag Me in Hell is awesome.
I feel like I'm missing out now.
Okay, so do you have any other thoughts about Send Help?
I feel like if we go too much further onto it, we'll start spoiling stuff. Yeah. So I feel like we've done a pretty solid job about skirting around spoilers and still delivering a good
review. Good, like,
a good visual aid of the movie.
We hope you go see it. That's what we want.
We recommend you go see it. It was great.
Recommend. The ending is great. That's all I'll say.
Honestly, I would probably. What would you rate this out of 10?
Oh my gosh, I was thinking about this. So out of a 10, honestly, it's so hard.
It's up there for me. I would say
it's up there for me.
It's not a perfect 10.
You go first. Like, I'm curious.
It's probably a solid like 8.59. Oh, for me, I loved it. I loved it
too. I'm going 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I loved it too. Yeah. Do I like it better because we've seen out of total we've seen 4 movies in 2026 so far. Two that we watched Sunday, and then this movie in Bone Temple. This might be my favorite movie of the year.
Yeah, it's definitely my favorite out of the 4 we watched.
Yeah,
for sure.
So good, so good.
For sure.
But yeah, I cannot wait to watch it again, own it. I'm looking forward to it, adding it with my Sam Raimi film collection, because I think I have a majority of his films. I think I'm missing maybe 2, but I love his direction because he can do pretty much anything. He can direct action movies, these Marvel movies. I love him. I know a lot of people hate Spider-Man 3. I really enjoy Spider-Man 3. I know. But as far as his horror movies go, I've not been disappointed. Like,
yeah. That's definitely he's definitely in his element when he's doing horror, for sure.
Yes. And I always forget he did Oz the Great and Powerful. I really enjoyed that one. Have you seen that?
No.
Have you seen that movie?
No. The only Oz related movie or show I've ever watched is the original Wizard of Oz.
You've never Oz the Great and Powerful is good. And again, it does have your Sam Raimi vibes in this movie. So Yeah. You watched the first 20 minutes of Wicked.
No, Megan watched the first 20 minutes of Wicked. I watched the first 5 minutes of Wicked, I think.
Oh my gosh. All right. So
genuinely though, I literally have turned that movie on like 3 times to watch it.
Oh,
And
have
then
you really?
every time I turn it on, like something happens and I have to turn it off and like go do something else.
Of course.
Yeah.
I think one day we're just gonna have a Wicked day. We're gonna watch Wicked Part 1 and 2, and it's gonna be a 6-hour long journey.
And you'll get up to go pee and come back and find me hanging from my ceiling.
You'll be defining gravity.
No, I will commit suicide.
Oh, stop. Don't say that.
Anyways, off
Yeah.
that pivot, we want to start talking about the other movies we watched.
Let's talk about the other movies. So,
Okay. Which one you want to get into first?
Let's talk about Primate. Let's just go for it.
Yeah, Primate's the easy winner.
Fucking awesome.
Yes. So this movie literally was advertised. It's exactly what it was advertised
Oh
as.
my gosh, yes.
It's literally just a monkey with rabies going ape shit and killing a bunch ape shit, pun intended, and killing a bunch of teenagers is literally the plot of this movie.
It is. It really is the plot. I mean, that's what you're getting with the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the deaths were not particularly like brutal. But like,
hell no, there were some brutal ones.
The ones that were.
Oh yeah.
Like the opening scene was insane, and then the staircase murder, crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that one, the opening scene. First of all, I got to tell you, anybody who's never watched this yet, I love practical effects so much in a movie. And especially when it's a horror movie, and that opening was just full on practical effects. We were like, I don't know, you probably weren't screaming, but I was like on the edge of my seat. I
didn't scream, but I was like, holy shit. Like I was like, oh.
I wasn't expecting like the way it was gonna go.
Honestly, I feel like we could probably give this one away.
Okay, let's give this one away.
It's literally the opening scene. So so it opens up with a guy going in to check on the monkey.
Ben, the monkey.
Ben, I can't remember his name.
I screamed the whole time too, Megan. You know me. I was screaming the whole time.
Yeah. Too. So it opens up with somebody going in to check on the monkey, and then the monkey like drags him into like his little like monkey house, and then he's like screaming, and you hear like the monkey like ooh ah, and then he like starts to come out, and then it shows the monkey grab him and like peel the skin off of his skeleton.
Oh
it was
my
insane.
It was so insane. Oh, I was like it. I mean, it really was like we're not even gonna like slowly get into this. We're gonna show you that what we're gonna be doing in this movie and what the monkey's gonna do.
That's like arguably one of the most brutal deaths, and possibly not the most brutal death.
It is. I think it. Well,
it's either that one or the guy in the bed.
Oh, that one was pretty brutal.
That one was
oh
pretty
my
brutal.
Gosh.
It's between those two.
There's a lot of scalp ripping, jaw ripping scenes in this movie. There's one in Send Help, and I'm like, what is this, like a scalp ripping weekend? What's going on here?
It was intense. Definitely a good, fun horror thriller. For sure.
And it was like, I mean, the concept was like pretty much like you said, that it's the concept. So the monkey is Ben. I think his name is Ben. The one thing that the monkey is afraid of is water. So also a big part of this movie is they are in this pool pretty much a good portion of the time, trying to survive. And you think, well, he's not going to be able to get them. And he was able to grab them and get them even when they were in the pool. I mean, we can talk about it. You know, the movie's been out for a few months. A couple months. The one after, so we get the first death in the beginning of this movie. Then there's one death, and it kind of surprised me, like that this character died so soon. So there's this one guy in the movie the likable guy. He's at this pool
I forgot about
party,
that though.
and they're in the pool, and you think, okay, they're gonna be okay. And no, Ben can climb ceilings and everything, and he goes to the other side of the pool. And the guy's like, I'm gonna try to like kick him off. And
for context, the pool is built into like the side of a mountain.
yes,
So
yeah,
on the
sure.
other side of this pool is just a straight drop to the ocean.
Straight drop, yeah.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna like kick Ben off, and you think it's gonna happen, and then no, Ben like pulls this guy down, and the guy goes flying down and hits like all these rocks
directly on his neck, and you see his head just
yeah. It was like, what on earth? Yeah, Megan, that death was nasty for sure.
You ready to get down, buddy?
Like you said, there's the death scene with which, by the way, I mean, again, it's been out a couple months, we'll be fine. There's a scene involving this guy in this bed, and even before the death happens, like, it is so I was on the edge of my seat because because like that monkey is just getting close to this guy's face more and more, and I'm like, oh shit, something's gonna happen. and then the death scene happens, and again, it's a
jaw dropping death scene.
And again, practical work in this movie.
Yeah.
There's also like, you're also in this horror movie going to have times where you're screaming at the screen because characters do these things that you're just like, why would you do this?
Stupid. Dude, if I'm running from something trying to kill me and my only way out is my phone, I am death. The only way I'm dropping that phone is if they rip it out of my fucking hands.
Exactly. Oh gosh, yes. So not only does it happen once in this movie where they drop the phone or they forget it or whatnot, I think it happened like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, it was multiple
I was
times.
like, why would you?
They dropped it. They dropped it 3 times in the first area before the guy even got killed.
Yes, I know. Oh my gosh. And then they kept doing it. I was like, what is your deal, people? Like, hey, I like you. I'd be holding on to that phone for dear life.
Yeah.
I would not. She's like, oh, my phone's charging upstairs. I'm like, no. Like, no. If there's a scream that happens, the friend goes down. If the friend is screaming, I'm still grabbing my phone. That thing stays with me most of the time. I got it right here. So, yeah, I think those were the only dumbest things. And then you do have the end of the film, like kind of third climax where the father comes home and the father's death in the movie, he can't hear, and his teenage daughter is being attacked by this monkey, and I was like, just turn around. Around.
He's like walking around, he picks up like the stale pizza that's been laying on the table for like 4 hours. Starts eating it. Right behind him, the monkey's beating the shit out of his daughter.
I was like, turn around. Like, it took a minute. I was like, no, absolutely not. Oh my gosh. So a couple things, other highlights for this that I really love is I like the director's work because he directed the 47 Meters Down movies. He directed The Fall, which, if monkeys made you scared in this movie, The Fall is one of the most intense movies I've ever seen. Like, on the edge of my seat. Moments in that throughout the whole thing.
Also a psychological thriller.
It is. And he also directed my favorite Strangers movie, Strangers Pray at Night. So he's directed a lot of great, solid stuff that I've been very impressed with. If you're scared of sharks, 47 Meters Down will get you. Like, that was pretty intense. I think The Fall and Primate are definitely his 2 most intense movies, though, for different reasons. Yeah, and then what I also loved is I found out that a good portion of this movie, the monkey, there's a person actually in a monkey suit doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
Which is neat. You don't get that a lot in movies anymore. Like, they rely a lot of the times on CGI, and I really love the fact that they went practical with a lot of this stuff with the monkey. I think if they would have went CGI, I don't know if it would have worked as much because like this character had facial expressions, jumping around, climbing on stuff, like just doing some crazy stuff. And I love that a good majority of it was somebody in a monkey suit doing this. That was cool. So cool. Any last things you want to talk about with this movie?
No.
I was impressed.
I feel like we've covered a pretty good bit. It's a very straightforward movie. It's kind of hard to go crazy talking about it.
Okay. Well, the last movie we saw, what was this one called? Wrecking Crew?
Wrecking Crew, yeah, Wrecking Crew.
Yeah. Okay.
So this movie is basically like a buddy cop movie, but without cops.
Mm-hmm.
It's got Jason Momoa, Dave Bautista as, I guess, half brothers.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa is playing a very Jason Momoa-esque character, as he does in every movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then Batista is like the older brother who's a little bit more serious, settled down with a family, while the younger brother's out partying, doing whatever. And they're kind of estranged over, I guess it was because of Jason Momoa's birth. Like the dad cheated on the other dude's, on Batista's mom with this guy's mom. And there was, I guess, some bad choices that were made when they were younger. But long story short, the dad gets killed, sends a package to Jason Momoa, and then the Yakuza is after this package. And it's basically just them two just being big buff badasses. That's pretty much the premise of the movie.
Pretty much is.
Also, Justin, on your door right behind your shoulder.
What's up?
You have some, like, I don't know what it looks like, a person Superman, maybe?
Yeah, it's Superman.
I thought it was a person standing behind you like 10 minutes ago, and it scared the shit out of me. I was like, who the fuck's in there watching us?
There's somebody in the house.
Yeah. But it was a fun movie. I'm not the biggest fan of Jason Momoa after pretty much everything he's done since the first Aquaman. I've not been a big fan of, mostly because he just seems like he plays the same character in every movie.
Yeah.
But in this movie, it kind of fit. I enjoyed it.
It did. Yeah. I really loved them both in this. I'm a big Jason Momoa fan. Like you, I really haven't seen a lot of things like at post Aquaman with him in it. But I really enjoyed his performance in this. I thought him and Dave Bautista were great together. And you had mentioned this in the beginning of like describing the plot. It really is like a buddy movie, not necessarily a buddy cop movie.
Yeah.
But it reminded me of like all these great movies from the 80s and 90s where one, it's a straight up action. There is a story there. But also like you have like two lead characters in a movie that just work well together. Think of like, I've never seen the original show, but Miami Vice, you had like the buddy cop show there. They had chemistry.
I was getting movies. Like Rush Hour.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Because you had like the serious guy and then the goofy guy.
Yeah.
That was kind of the vibe I was getting from it.
That's a great vibe. Yes, that is a really good vibe. So there's a lot of great like vibes with this. Like a lot of like, I wouldn't necessarily say they were doing like homages to all these like buddy cop or buddy, team up movies, but it really felt that way. Like it was just really nice to see that. And really, it's just fun. It's a fun action movie. It had a lot of laughs. It had intense moments, gory moments that I just was not expecting. Like there's a machete death towards the end of the movie where somebody gets stabbed and then the machete, I don't want to give too much away, but that's not the end of the machete. Like it just keeps going just a little
he
a little extra.
Stabs him in the back, I think it was, and the machete was right here, and then or maybe he stabbed it upside down, I can't remember.
Yeah.
And then he like pushes it into his face. Yeah.
Oh, but yeah. I was very impressed with it. I had a good time with this movie. It was fun.
It was fun for sure for what it was.
And I didn't know anything about it until you talked to me about this movie. So I was like,
it's a Prime Video original. So it wasn't one that was like super advertised.
But sometimes I think those are like the best movies to watch at home because I don't know how well it would have done in theaters if they would have put it in theaters. I mean, there you have these two great stars, but you just never know. You never know
No.
with movies
I
these
mean, if you look at what is that other one, Playdate, that just came out that had Kevin James and like Alan Rickman, they're both huge movie stars, and that movie was incredibly mediocre.
Was it? I didn't see
Yeah,
that
it
one.
was
That's
it
one I
was
never
very
watched.
mediocre. Yeah, like it
Yeah,
wasn't awful, but it was just kind of there.
it was a fair. It was like
Yeah.
mediocre. Yeah, this one had good heart to it too. That's another thing I love about it. It had good heart to it. Between this brother dynamic that they have and family and love the atmosphere. The setting was great. So big fan. I was a fan of this movie. So definitely fun watch. So but anyway, sir, anything else you've been watching? Anything you're looking forward to watching?
I'm glad you said that. So, well, we've been watching some TV shows. We finished Knights of the Seven Kingdom. We
Mhm.
just finished that literally right before I started the podcast. It was fun. It was a little bit slower than like Game of Thrones and House of Dragons, but it was
Mhm.
still a fun watch. I highly recommend it. And then we watched Wonder Man, which is the newest MCU in our TV show.
Oh.
And if you remember, like going pre Wonder Man, I was
Mhm.
not excited for Wonder Man.
I know.
It was just I knew I was gonna watch it because it's Marvel, but I was like not excited. I
Yeah.
really, really enjoyed it. It
I'm glad
was
you did.
it was very different. It definitely left a lot of stones unturned. Like we didn't really get a full description of what his powers were,
Mhm.
how he well, without spoiling too much, there's a part where he uses his powers with like almost full control. It doesn't even explain that, like how he comes to control it. Uh, but I look forward to seeing this character come back in something else, whether
That's
it's
awesome.
season 2 of Wonder Man or him joining another series in the MCU. I
Mm.
love the actor. The acting in this was phenomenal. Uh, the main character was great. This is the first thing I've ever seen him in. I'm sure he's probably been in other things, but
Mhm.
he was great. And then the guy that played the Mandarin, the same
Mhm.
guy from like Iron Man 3 and
Yeah.
Shang-Chi,
Yeah.
he was great, dude, in this as well. Trevor,
Yeah.
fantastic. Really, really liked it.
Well, you know the main guy. You have seen him in one other movie. He was in Aquaman. He was the Black Mantis,
Oh, okay,
which was
cool.
cool. He was good. He was
Yeah,
good in
yeah,
those
yeah.
movies. And
Yeah, for sure.
and I love the Candyman reboot. He played the lead
I
character
didn't
in
watch
that.
that one, but I
It's
think he
good.
gave it to me actually, but I've not watched it yet.
It was good.
I think he gave it to me on Blu-ray. But yeah, we have had like hella trailers coming out.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
The one that's really in my head right now that I'm kind of anticipating is The Mummy.
Oh, that looked really good.
That movie looks crazy interesting.
It does, and it doesn't give you a lot away. Like, I want to know,
Mhm.
like, what happened to this daughter? Like where? I mean, 8 years. I think they said she's been gone. I'm very intrigued by that.
Well, it said that, and then it
Um,
also said there was like 57 other kids or something that
yes,
had went missing.
yes, and it's the director of Evil Dead Rise, which I
Ooh,
loved
which
Evil
is
Dead
a big
Rise,
plus.
so I'm looking forward to
Um,
that.
we also got a Toy Story 5 trailer, which looks fun. I don't know if you've watched that
I
one
haven't
yet.
watched that one yet. Need to watch that.
But basically, it kind of show this one's going to be about like how technology is replacing toys.
Hmm.
It looks really fun. We got another Mandalorian and Grogu trailer. Um, we have Scream 7 coming out this weekend, and one
Mm,
of my favorite bands, Ice Nine Kills, dropped a music video with McKenna Grace.
yeah,
Song is phenomenal. The
it
music video
is.
is great. I'm trying to think of what else.
What else? The trail? Oh, well, the movie's been out. I'm excited to see Wuthering Heights.
Mm,
I know it's me. It's
we
me.
also got a trailer for season 3 of House of Dragons,
Cool.
which is looking to be just as fun as the first 2 seasons have been.
Yeah. I want to talk about not much with Scream 7 because we're going to talk
Hey,
about
buddy.
obviously on the next podcast. But oh my gosh, the final trailer I mean, I've been excited for this day one, but that trailer was amazing. And the one thing I loved about it, if anybody watched it, was if you're a fan of John Carpenter's Halloween, sprinkled throughout that trailer is the theme song, the theme score from Halloween. And I was just in awe. Uh, I cannot wait to see this movie. The trailer just, I mean, the promotion has been great. The trailers have been great. You know, I don't know if you know this, TJ, but they have not had any press watch this movie right now. And, you know, some people worry about that just because they think, oh, the movie's going to suck. No one wants them to like review it early. But in this case right here, I was watching Nev Campbell talk about the film. They don't want people to give this movie away. They don't want critics to talk about it right now. They want this to be something that you will be able to, you know, release your reviews on the day it comes out, because this movie is going to have a lot happen in the film in a good way. Um, Cast members that we know are coming back, plus people that we don't know. Like Nev Campbell said that there are a few people that you will be surprised that are in this. Um, yeah, it looks good. I'm so excited. I think this might be the most brutal Scream movie we have, just from the trailers that we've seen. So, psych for it. But anyway,
Also unrelated, they have released, it looks like some more guests from the last time I looked at Scarefest.
oh yes, we got to talk about that. So Scarefest will be happening.
Yes. Yeah, we are going back this year, which Dustin goes every year, but I will be making my return this year as well.
Very excited. Very excited.
Yeah, for sure. And this time we are taking the little one. So
Lily!
I'm sure on our Facebook page we'll be posting pictures of our cosplay. Even though my little one does not want to participate in our cosplay. We're gonna keep our cosplay a secret, I think, until we post the pictures, because it's kind of awesome. It's kind of awesome.
It's so cool. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. So this was great when we were talking about it.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, that's in October. So yeah, like you said, they're announcing more cast members as we speak, and I'm looking forward to that. I cannot wait. And also, guess what, everybody? We talked about it briefly. We're going to Chicago at the end of March.
Yes.
So
there will be some photos for sure of that trip.
And
for sure.
There is you know, films that they filmed there, TV shows that they filmed there. Dark Knight, Shameless, so many others, Poltergeist 3, which I'm so excited to see the outside of this damn building. Like, I cannot wait. Like, it still looks the same. It's one of the tallest buildings in Chicago, and I'm just so excited. So excited. So, but also, I'm excited because I get to hang out with you all. It's gonna be a fun trip. Harry Potter store. There's a Harry Potter store.
That's my my highlight there.
Sweet. So obviously pictures and stuff we will be posting. But anyway, bud, is there anything else you'd like to say before we wrap up in just a little bit?
I don't think so. Tune in to our next episode where we talk about Scream. Ghostface.
Woo. We will be talking about it. We should definitely like give our opinions on the whole franchise, maybe where we rank them. I'm excited.
I would have to watch a recap. I just watched them all when the last movie came out, but there's so many of them, it'd be hard for me to like.
We won't do that. We'll just talk about them. We won't rank them, but we'll talk about each one of the movies. Like, give brief opinions. But yeah, Scream 7, everybody, this weekend. Very excited. I know it's one of my most anticipated movies by far of this year is finally here, and I cannot wait. So anyway, it's almost been an hour. This was fun. Had a good chat.
Been a good episode.
It was. Everybody, please, if you've not liked this yet, please like it. Bell notifications, turn those on so that you can get notified when we do go live. Episode 20, we're going on 21 in the next couple weeks. That's amazing.
Yeah, barely legal. No, I'm just kidding.
Barely legal. Please follow everything down below. Like I mentioned, TJ's page, Scream Streams, my page, our Facebook page, our YouTube page, and follow our Spotify, where you can listen to all of these episodes. You can be driving, working out, cleaning the kitchen, cleaning the house, doing whatever, and listen to us talk. So anyway, hope everybody has a wonderful night. Thank you for the comments. It was great. And I hope you enjoy the playback if you've not watched it yet. So if you missed the live. Anyway, TJ, as always, bud, I always enjoy seeing you outside of the podcast, but it's great talking to you when we do these podcasts. So y'all have a great night. Absolutely. But anyway, you all have a great night, and we'll see you in a couple weeks for Scream 7. Da, 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 da.